Hey guys, Rob Murphy from Holistic Healing Choices here. Now today we're having a look at the app Endle. So what this is an app for different soundscapes to help you keep focus, for ADHD, for sleep, and a whole lot more. So, is it any good? Will it do any good, or will it do what it says it's going to do? And what makes it different from any other noise generating or soundscape app that's on the market? Well, let's dive in and take a look. Okay, so as you dive into Endel, you can see here is your front screen. So you've got for ADHD. Now this is to a free trial of the paid version, so do what you will with that. Now here you've got all the bits and pieces for ADHD, yep, and why it works for it. Underneath that you've got your soundscapes. So you can get coloured noise. Where should we turn that up? This one's for your afternoon energy peak. You can tune the noise. Now this is one of the things that makes it really unique, in that I want more pink noise. I want more blue, purple, green, black noise, more just blue. So you can tune it to what you feel that you need. And you can see around the slider there, it'll change colour as well, depending on what you're going after. And so you can hear the difference there between that and say the opposite corner, where it'll start to become more like an ocean sound. You can pause that from there, you can restart or reframe, you can get the playback into background mode, so even when you're taking calls and stuff, you'll still be able to hear some of this music, especially if you're wearing headphones. That's something you might want to look at. You've got a timer, and then more settings and support there as well, which we'll have a look at later. Then you've got your focus, so you've got your colour noise, your focus, your relax, your sleep, and move. So focus, once again too, this is very much the same in that, is it still on pause? It is. You get some funky little background things happening there as well, but you can change the intensity of it. And as to what you're hearing. And the same for your relax sound, dense, bright, dim, sparse. And you can play around with all of that. Oh, and you've got an alarm on here as well for your sleep one. But also to changing that. And it seems to save where you left it at as well. So that's always pretty cool, pretty good. And this one's most apparent in your change. With it as well. And then you move. Now the move one you can't really change too much, but it'll just have a little beat to keep you moving. Like so. So then if we go back to explore, you've got all your different little scenarios too under that as well. Anxiety relief for 15 minutes, let's start that. So something good for if you're in the middle of an anxiety attack and you just want something there to take your mind off and help calm you down that little bit. Some self-care type of music. And it seems like both trying to play at once. And a focus timer as well, which is really cool. So 25 with a short break, so you can just slide that along, and how many rounds that you want to do with that as well. So you can start that. And it'll do what's appropriate for you on that one. And binaural beats as well. Which is something that are always pretty cool. Then you've got a timeout, so wiggly wisdom. But too, with this one, you do need to download different little bits and pieces, so that can take a little bit of time, your use of it as well. So if you don't have the time, maybe pre-download what you want when you can. And then, yeah, just more of their featured ones. You can share it for free as well. And then how it works. So Endle Manifesto. And more of their story behind what they do. You can always pause that too by bringing that one down. So at all times you've got access to all of this stuff. And all your different sorts of ones for sleep and activity again as well. Workout, start. Now one thing I would like is to not pull that down and have that. Have something there where it comes up where you can stop it all the time. And that is about it. You can go into your subscription, shine it, everything else as well. Now with this one as well, it wants access to your data. So if you're using it for Move and the Google Fit, your location, what the weather's like, as well as the light level around where you are, so that it can adapt and suggest things that are more suitable for you for that time of day. And notifications, your body sensor, and motion data as well. So that is Endle. One thing I really did like about it was that you can sort of drag and drop and change the sounds that you're listening to. So if you don't like that particular track, cool, you can change it around a little bit to suit your needs and your focus level. But other than that, there's not a great deal of variety on it. For something that looks to give you focus, if that track doesn't quite sit right for you or brings you out of that moment because it's, got a little bit of brown noise or whatever else happening in it as well, then what's the point? And especially for something that is so, pricey, where you're looking at about $100 Australian anyway per year. Why would you want to pay for that when you could pay for Spotify, have all your beautiful artists and everything else as well that you want, as well as all the binaural beats and different frequencies and everything else like that? There's no real change of frequencies on there that I could find, having a look and play through with it. And some of the sleep stuff was okay, but I didn't really find it hit the spot or the same sort of spot that what you can find for free on YouTube. Are you going to get the value for it? The timer thing was great, but there are a lot of apps and probably free apps as well that you can get for your study time. Or just set alarms. Have a 25-minute one and a 5-minute one ready to go, so you can just do that and set those timers on your phone for free using your own sort of music or a lo-fi mix or something else for free on YouTube once again. It's really going to come down to how much do you like their little MIDI tracks or whatever they're using to create these tracks, and just how much are you actually going to use this separate app. There's not a great deal of difference, I didn't find, really between a lot of the different sounds and the coloured sounds and everything else like that. I know for kids especially too, that might be useful, giving them that different type of noise or background noise to go off. There's a lot that you can just sort of type in. Lo-fi mix, rain mix, ocean noises, whatever, or just find something on Spotify too that suits you better. I really wanted to like what they were doing. It really seemed like they put a great deal of effort into it. But at the end of the day too, how useful is this going to be? It's really going to come down to your personal preference. I didn't like a lot of the tracks, but looking at the science and everything else behind it, I really wanted to like this and see the more usefulness of it. If it had a little bit more variety or a little bit more customization with what you could do with it. But as it stands, I'm going to go 6 out of 10. The price point, if it was half that price, it'd be a lot better value. Variety of the tracks, and the variety and the difference between the tracks. There's not a great deal of difference between, say, Move and Relax. They're very different modes of being, but not very different tracks to suit that. And to the customization. It's cool that you can change it from static to ocean. If you're only playing it through your phone speaker, you don't differentiate a lot between that. Or maybe my ears are just wrong. With headphones on, it would add a whole depth of field with it, but still, if you don't actually like the track to start with, you're probably not going to like it even more having noise cancelling headphones on, blasting it through your ears. So I wish I could do a little bit more, because the app's beautifully designed. It's easy to find out where to go, and it's got plenty of information on there about the tools as well. It's, like knowing everything about a self-help tool, but, it just constantly punches you in the arm sort of thing to get you to remind to do something. Are you really going to use it if you don't actually like using it? So hopefully in the future they can develop something a little bit more, get maybe some more actual instruments happening as well, and then a different range of frequencies and a whole bunch of other things. But as it stands at the moment, personally, I didn't like it. You might like it though. So give it a shot, see what you think of it, and download it. And you do get a week free to give it a blast with your sleep, relax, focus, energy tracks as well. So go on, give it a try if it's something that seems right to you. But anyway guys, that's going to do it for this one. I'm Rob Murphy. I really wanted to like this one, just couldn't. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe in the video, and I'll see you in the next video.